No, like for real though, here it goes. Here's my story.
Good for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good for me.
Be 16, be black, and have a family down in Alabama. They farm and own a huge amount of land down in Huntsville. Uncle owns a big house and a bunch of trailers they put up out in the woods for hunting or camping. Down south cousins suggest that we go there to camp. No, I'm a city kid from Chicago, so they tease the fuck out of me, collect food, kill a pig and some chickens, and bring necessities to camp out for a few days. We get to the camp, and it's obvious something's weird. Yeah, it's right to cry, dog.
Exactly.
The air has this weird electric smell, like right before a storm, like ozone. We think nothing of it, and unpack and go down to a little creek to swim for a few hours. All of a sudden, some older white guy and a white teenager come out of the bushes. He has a shotgun in the crook of his arm and says hello and asks us what we're doing this far back in the woods. I tell him about my uncle, who he knows, and say we're camping out. He tells us that we need to be real careful out here and stick together because there was a big animal in the woods. His son, who's my age, asks if he can stay and hang out with us, and he says okay. Now, I'm going to stop green texting here because the story is fairly long and the format is harder to write in. So we end up playing football, dicking around with me, and there's this white kid, Tanner, 5 of my cousins, and then 4 of their friends. In total, there were 5 girls and 6 boys. We were all around 15 or 17. We ended up just dicking the day away, so we head back to the camp and pulling out some stuff for a campfire, even though the trailers both had kitchenettes. Tanner says that his family's property sits up against my uncle's. He wants to run home and ask his dad if he can come out camping with us. My cousin Rooster says he's going to go with him since it's going to get dark soon. And the girls also wants to tag along. It's about 7 o'clock, and it's starting to get pretty dark. They take flashlights and take the trail toward Tan's property. The rest of us chill, we make s'mores, drink, kiss on the girls. About 30 or 40 minutes later, there's the smell of ozone again. You could smell it over the smell of the fire we'd started. This really nasty, coppery smell, like right after you had a nosebleed and it stopped. It wasn't exactly like dried blood, but it was that nasty, metallic back of your throat smell. We immediately think it's some kind of electrical malfunction or someone left a hot plate on or some shit. We search the trailers and nothing is on, and we can all smell it. All of a sudden, we can hear people booking down the path towards us, and Rooster, Tan, and the girl all come running into the clearing out of breath, and they don't even break stride. They all run into the trailer, right by where the fire is. We all get the fuck out of there and into the trailers. They end up calming down. Even Rooster is crying his fucking eyes out at this point. All the while, the fire is guttering lower and lower. So my cousins say, fuck it, and are about to go outside to get the generator out of the shed between the trailers. Tanner goes, fuck no, lock the front door. Ain't nobody else going outside. He's been crying too, and his eyes are bloodshot and puffy, and his pants are dirty as shit. He goes on to tell us that they went up to his house. His father said sure, he could go out camping, but to make sure they were careful on the way back, and that maybe they should take one of the hunting rifles just in case. Evidently, Tanner had seen something in their yard a few days before. One of their pigs had come up, ripped up and half-eaten. They assumed it was just some big cats or coyotes, even though they don't usually fuck with live animals. He'd gone upstairs and packed his stuff and told his dad they would be okay without the rifle because coyotes avoid people. So they walked back toward where they could see us camping. So Rooster finally stops crying and shaking. The girl already had, but she was just staring out the window with a dumb look on her face. He says they'd gotten halfway into the woods toward the camp when they started to hear shit in the forest. It was almost pitch black by this time, so they weren't sure at first what the fuck it was. The girl says that she heard something in the bushes right off the trail. They all beamed their flashlights over there, and there was someone standing back in the woods in a little hollow. Rooster said they shouted at him and told him he was scaring the fuck out of them and what a dick he was. And he says that's when he realized that the guy was facing away from them. So they keep walking, and they start smelling this nasty coppery ozone smell. They said that they look off into the forest on the opposite side, and it's a dude standing in the forest, backward, slightly closer to the path. So now they start power walking, and Tan keeps going, I should have taken the fucking rifle. As they're telling the story, the smell is still super strong even inside the cabin. They say that after they started walking faster, a kind of low gibbering had started coming from both sides of the wood. And as they started booking it back to the trailer, the girl said she had flashed her flashlight out into the woods to the side of them and had seen something jerking itself through the woods. The gibbering just got louder and louder, and when they could see the light from our campfire, something had come out of the woods about 40 yards behind them onto the track, and they just flat out ran as hard as they could into the trailer. So we're out in the fucking woods, and we're assuming at this point it's some rednecks or some shit trying to fuck with us. All of a sudden, my other cousin, Junior, starts going on about how he went to school with a native kid that was telling him about the goat man or some shit. We promptly tell him to shut the fuck up because we don't need any spooky talk right now. But he just keeps going on and on about how it's the fucking goat man and how we're in his woods and blah, blah, blah. Now, at the time, I'd never heard of this goat man or any of that, but then a couple years later, the year before I graduated college, I had some Native American guy for a roommate. I ended up asking him about it. And to sum it up, it's basically a fucking man with the head of a goat, and he can shapeshift as he gets among groups of people to terrorize them. It's also supposed to be kind of like the Wendigo, and it's bad mojo to even talk about it, and even worse if you see it. Keep in mind, I didn't know this back when I was 16, so my cousin is going, the goat man's going to get in and fucking get us, and the girls are all terrified, and my cousins and I are all fucking trying to figure out if it's just some hillbillies or if it's some animal. So all of a sudden, the smell just goes away. Like, to this day, I haven't experienced anything like it. Like, usually smells fade away or lessen. It just literally was there 1 second and then not the next. So it's after an hour, making it around 9 or 10, we've stopped shitting bricks enough to go back outside and stoke the fire again. We figure it's just some assholes trying to fuck with us, so we don't go back home because we think if we do, they'll chase us through the woods or some crazy shit. Nothing else happens that night. And we stay another night, and for the main part of the night, nothing happens. But at around 1 in the morning, we're outside getting drunk and telling ghost stories. You know, it's the thing, the smell comes back. It's so fucking strong that one of the girls literally starts vomiting. I stand up and you can actually feel how clammy the air is. I say we should get inside. This isn't right. We should have just fucking left. We all go back inside and we're standing around. My cousin just keeps going on about how it's the fucking goat, man. My cousin Rooster tries to shut him the fuck up, and all the while I'm just feeling that something is wrong, and I can't figure out what the fuck it is. We end up sitting there for a while. The smell is just as strong, and we're terrified and all huddled in this camper. We end up cooking brats for everyone because nobody wants to go outside. It's one of those packs with 4 brats. We have a total of 3 packs. I grill them on the stove, give everybody a hot dog. I get mine. After a while, one of my cousins gets up and goes over to the pot to get another one. He starts grumbling about how I get 2 brats and everybody else only got 1. And I look at him like he's fucking stupid. I tell him that everybody got 1 because there were only 12 brats. If he wants more, he should open up a new pack and cook some more. That's when the girl that had been out with Rooster and Tan just starts screaming, "Oh, Jesus, oh, Lord, get it out." She's crying and shivering, and then it dawns on the cousin standing up what the fuck is wrong. Me and him both glance around the room, and then I feel my heart fucking sink. I run the fuck out of the cabin, and the girl runs out with us. The trailer door is banging against the side of the trailer as everybody books it out of the cabin. One of my cousin's friends asks us what the fuck is wrong, and I start counting us. There's only 11 now. I shit you not, my cousin verified. There had been 12 people in the cabin. But being that everybody didn't really know each other well, nobody had really noticed the whole fucking time that there was an extra person. And then I realized earlier that I'd kind of noticed something was off. You know how when you're just dicking around having a good time that you don't sweat the smallest shit and you don't always keep track of certain stuff? Well, I'm dead sure that someone else had been in the trailer with us. They had been there for at least a fucking day eating with us. What makes it worse, I couldn't figure out which one because I don't think anyone ever actually interacted with the other person, the goat man. The girl kept praying to Jesus, and we're all sitting outside. Eventually, we get a big-ass stick and go back in the cabin, but there's nobody there. So we count again, and there's 11 people. We go back into the trailer and lock the door. We explain what the fuck happened, and the girl says that she realized too, and that when he was about to say something, the person sitting next to her had grabbed her leg hard and leaned over toward her and said something she couldn't understand. So we're pretty much scared as fuck as we huddle together and I fall asleep. When I wake up, the sun is just coming up and half the people are asleep and the other half are packing our shit up. We all want to walk back home, but like 4 people want to stay until the sun is all the way up. And some people think that we're just fucking around and still want to stay in trailers. I just want to get out of the fucking woods. The girl's name, by the way, was Kira, the one that the goat man had touched. Anyway, I asked her if she really thinks it was something bad, and she just says that she wants to go home, and she doesn't want to be out in the woods alone for another night. So, we decide to split up. The 4 that want to go can go, but I have to stay because I have the keys to the cabin, and it's my uncle's, and I have to lock up, and I'm super pissed at this point because I feel like people aren't taking this shit seriously, and I definitely didn't want to be out in the woods for another night. I spend the rest of the day trying to convince the rest of the people, now 4 girls and 4 guys, to get the fuck out of Dodge. Tanner leaves with them to go get a rifle and says he's going to be back. So there are just 7 of us left by 4 p.m. It's about, at around 5 p.m., he hasn't made it back yet, and we're getting extremely fucking antsy. The only reason I stopped begging them to go back was because he went to get a gun. It's about 5:30 p.m. or so when the one cousin that did stay says that the girl, Kira, is outside. We all look outside, and sure enough, she's standing by the fire pit with her back to the cabin. Now I'm thinking to myself, if she was so fucking scared, why the hell would she come back? And then I get this nasty feeling in my gut. Keep in mind the whole time the coppery smell has been gone, but now I realize I can smell just a twinge of it. I say this to the rest of them and everybody, and these are the people that wanted to stay in the fucking woods. Everyone is laughing at me and asking if I set this up to scare them. I'm looking at them like I'm not fucking bullshitting you at all right now, and I ask them why the fuck would I play like that. So one of the girls goes outside to get Kira. She gets halfway to her and stops cold. Kira starts heaving. I don't know how the fuck to describe it. Sort of like if someone with their back turned was laughing without actually making a sound. It was this fact that made me realize there was not a fucking sound in the whole woods. It was dead silent. So I step out the door and tell her to come back in the fucking trailer right goddamn now. She backs up into the trailer and we lock the fucking door. We pull down all the shades except one and put a guy there in a chair to watch her. She stands there for another 20 minutes. And the guy turns to say that she's still there. And there's a huge fucking bang on the door. We all jump the fuck back and scramble around the living room of the trailer. The banging is super fucking loud. So now my cousin is holding one of the girls, and the other 2 are kind of giggling with nervous laughter, and me and the other 2 guys are shitting bricks. And then we hear Tan, and he's screaming, "Let me the fuck in. Stop fucking playing." So we go over to the door and open it, and he stumbles in with a rifle, and there's nobody else outside. Evidently, he had walked up to the campsite. Nothing weird happened in the forest, but he'd seen a girl. Mind you, he said it was not Kira standing there. When he'd gotten to the edge of the clearing, she had turned toward him with a slack-jawed look and just stared him down, slowly tracking him as he walked around the campsite of the clearing towards the camp. He said it wasn't till he was almost halfway to the trailer he had realized that she was getting closer to him. She had started off by the fire, and without him even seeing her move, she'd been turning, inching closer. He said he just ran the rest of the way back to the cabin thinking it would open, and when he got to the door and it was locked, he turned and it was about half the distance to the door. He looks around the room and then gets super pale. He pulls me to the side and whispers in my ear, "You know there are only 7 of us in here, right?" I get that feeling where your stomach drops into your nuts. It had been back inside the trailer while we were sorting out who was going where. And then when we all went outside to talk earlier that day, it had just slipped right back in. We looked out the window and there's nobody out there. So we recount everyone, and then basically I go over and ask everyone how many people were here earlier, and everyone says 8. And I say, well, how many are here now? They all do the count and then realize there are now only 7 people in the cabin. So Tan had brought back a couple of boxes of ammo in his rifle. He told us, he told his dad that there was some kind of animal in the forest because he didn't think his dad would believe him if he said it was the goat man. He says that his cousin is supposed to be coming down in a few hours and that in the morning we can all go back to his place and his cousin will drive us home. Now I'm really fucking terrified, but at least I feel better because we can be American and shoot the fuck out of whatever it is that comes back. But then My cousin gets into this huge argument with one of the girls because she thinks I'm trying to be funny and prank them, and she's getting really scared and that I'm not funny, and he keeps telling her that I'm not that kind of person, and she says, well, how do we know the girl wasn't just Tanner in a wig? Or if it's really the Goat Man, how do we know that this is the real Tanner and that Goat Man didn't just kill Tanner in the woods and take his gun? So we get into a huge fucking argument about this, where me and Tanner are like, we could seriously be in danger because at the very least, someone has been sneaking themselves into our fucking trailer without us knowing and mingling with us, and at worst, something bad is in the forest fucking with us. So one of the girls is crying and saying she wants to go right now, and we're trying to tell her that she shouldn't because none of us are walking through the woods in the middle of the night. At this point, the sun is starting to go down, and it's getting a little cloudy out. So we eat something and turn on the radio for a while, but we can't really get a station out there, so we turn it off. And about that time, Tan's cousin shows up. He was like 19, I think. At this point, the sun is just barely over the horizon. He has one of those heavy-duty lantern flashlights and another rifle. He walks up the trailer, and we whisper to Tan, asking, hey, are you sure that's your cousin out there? And he says, yes. So the guy looks behind him and all around the camp, then walks in. He kind of glances at us and looks a little confused, and he says, well, where's your other little buddy at? I figured she would meet up at the cabin. Is she a little slow or something? He also asked whether we'd been cooking blood in the cabin because it smelled like blood and hot pans all the way up the trail, and we were like, fucking nope. But we asked him what the fuck he's talking about and who this girl is.
Oh. Spooky.
Did not like that.
Spooky.
He had come down the same trail Tan had been using, and he had come up on one of you guys' buddies standing in the middle of the trail, looking at him slack-jawed. And he asked a bunch of questions, but all she did was just look at him, and then she smiled at him. And he said he kept walking. She couldn't seem to keep up with him and kept lagging a little behind. He said he asked her if she was hurt or something, and if she needed any help. But she had continued to stare. Eventually, he'd been walking around and turned around a bend in the trail, but when he turned around and went back to see if she was okay, the trail was empty. He assumed she'd just taken some shortcut through the woods. We tell him the whole story of what's been going on, and I half expected him to say we were full of shit, but he just listened and then sat down on the couches in the living room. Tanner's cousin gets back to the girl. He says when she had kept trying to lag behind him, it kind of weirded him the fuck out. So he tried to keep her in front of him, but no matter how slow he walked, she was always lagging a little behind. And then he smelled this nasty smell. As it got stronger as he got towards the camp. Eventually got really strong, and she had said something really low that he didn't catch. And when he turned around, she had been right the fuck up on him.
Oh.
And he stepped back from her. It was at this point he asked her if she was okay, and if she wasn't, if he wanted her to carry her back the rest of the way, but she just kept staring. He said he reached out for her, as in to grab her on the shoulder, but he must have misjudged the distance because she was off to the side of where he'd put his hand, like she had moved while he was looking dead at her. So, at this point, we all know this shit's real, unless Tan is playing a joke, which we can tell he's not because he's almost pissing his pants. So they load up their rifles, and we eat some more, and we just kind of sit around until about 11. To this fucking day, every time I think about this, I really pray to God that it's some huge prank that my cousins played on me and just never revealed, so I would shit for the rest of my life. Because at around 11, the stink of copper turns into an actual nasty, gross, blood-like smell, like cooking blood and singed hair. Tan and his cousin Reese get the fuck up instantly and grab the rifles. There's like a half knocking, half clawing at the door, and I shit you not, there's this voice. And it sounds like when you see those YouTube cats and dogs whose owners teach them how to talk. It says in this halting, weirdly toned voice, "Let me the fuck in. Stop fucking playing." It made my nuts creeping up against my body, and one of the girls just starts crying and calling on Jesus. It was so fucking obviously not a person talking. It didn't have the right cadence, and that's some shit that I never really realized until that moment, but all people have a certain cadence when they talk. No matter what language, all people have a certain kind of rhythm to talking. And this shit didn't have any kind of cadence, didn't have any kind of rhythm. One of those YouTube cats, that's what the fuck it sounded like outside the door. So now I'm in full-on terror mode, and we keep yelling, "Who is it? Stop fucking around, man." And it just keeps saying in, or "let me the fuck in," for about 15 minutes. So then smell goes away for a while, and for the next hour or so, you can hear someone basically creeping around in the woods and shit. Every couple of minutes, it'll come back to the door and say something. And finally, when the smell fades away, it's around 2 in the morning, and Reese says, "Man, fuck this," and opens the door and walks outside with his rifle, and he fires a shot into the air and says something to the effect of, "In the name of Jesus Christ, go away!" He fires 2 more times, and then from the woods, right up against the river, across the trailer, it sounds like something is slowly gibbering and hooting. And then it starts screaming. And it sounds almost like a woman and a cat in a bag screaming together. Like, seriously, I have never heard any shit like that. And you can hear the brush over that way start to shake. Reese fires over into the tree line and then starts backing into the house. We lock the door and we can hear the shit keening and screaming. Reese says something had come out of the bushes super low to the ground, crawling toward the cabin, and he'd shot at it. And pretty much that was how the rest of the night went. It was literally screaming constantly for the next 2 hours, and we could hear shit moving out into the tree line, but it never came back up to the cabin until everyone had finally fallen asleep. Tan had been sitting in a chair watching the door with his rifle. Nobody else heard or saw this. And he told me 2 days later, after the whole thing was over.
Oh my God.
He's actually,
That's a ghost.
that's sure a ghost.
He said he'd been nodding off after the screaming noises finally stopped. And he'd almost been asleep when he saw someone come out of the bathroom and then lay down in the middle of the floor to go to sleep. He just assumed it was one of us, and he nodded off.
It's him.
And then he said that he kind of realized something was wrong. And while pretending to be sleeping, he counted us. There were 9 people in the cabin. He basically didn't want to try to shoot at the fucking thing in the cabin and have it kill us all right then and there. Or have Reese wake up and start shooting and then we kill ourselves. So he just stayed awake all night, pretending. You're a piece of shit. Not then. Go away.
Spooky. Spooky.
Spooky.
He said.
No.
Continue.
He stayed awake. Let's take it back. He stayed awake all night, pretending to be asleep.
Like Patrick.
He said sometimes it would stand up and kind of do this weird jittery thing.
Oh.
Or heave like it was laughing. But then it would lay back down. The story closes pretty weak because from my perspective, nothing happened. We woke up. I noticed that Tan was a little jerky and that he was avoiding looking at all of us, but we ate some breakfast, packed up, and started walking to his house. He stayed last in the cabin and said he'd lock up and bring my uncle's keys to just start walking and he'd catch up, which I didn't really want to fucking do. We got a little bit up the path when he came running up, basically just jogged back to his house. His cousin took us home. There was a window in the bathroom. Tan had gone back to lock up and looked in there. We were too stupid to lock a screenless window. The window was fucking up when he went in there. I'm guessing it had been doing that all along. waiting for us to fall asleep or slip up and then getting in among us. It walked with us all the goddamn way back to his house. And then he said it lagged behind to the back of the group and looked him dead in the eyes before walking back into the woods. And that's when Blaine would have scared you if he'd listened. And that's the fucking story. And for once,
I'm spooked.
Haley actually did a spooky thing in like the 5 years we've been doing Too Spooky. I honestly didn't know how that was going to go because it's like a long as shit story.
It was.
That was.
Oh, what the fuck was that shit? Was that Pongo? Where the fuck's Pongo?
Wait, what? Is Pongo here?
Thanks.
That was fantastically told.
It was good.
Can I get a round of applause for Miles Luna?
Yeah.
Round of applause.
I'm real drunk, yeah!
Yeah!
You certainly did fall asleep.
Patrick
that was
fell
like a-
asleep
you were the goat
and
man.
That
you
was-
were the goat man.
That was
We were
like
all
a
scared of you.
campfire scary story.
I gotta be honest, I'll tell you right now what I'm most scared of
What is it?
is that fucking alarm going off again. Because
A shot for Miles.
I forgot about my
Donate
face.
and make the alarm go
Oh,
off.
God.
I'm really hoping
Do
that
it.
the number kept going up behind you. I'm really hoping that they're worse.
We all really need that alarm to go off.
Please don't do it. I mean, do it.
Make
I mean,
it
like,
so loud.
like, really do it. Oh, God.
I'm surprised that you didn't do it in the middle of the story. That just shows how respectful y'all are.
You're so spooky, Blaine. You scared. Wait, where's Issa? Is Issa okay? Because she was the one that was like most. Hey, Issa.
She's actually dead.
Hey, Issa. How you doing?
She's been
Issa,
dead
you
the
the goat
entire
man?
time.
How you doing, Issa?
She's been dead for
That's what's
7
spooky.
years.
Did we talk about turning
What's
the lights
this?
down?
Issa has been dead for 43 years.
Oh, thank you so much.
Issa actually died
I
43
get some
years
more
ago.
water or a beer.
Yeah.
I'll get you some water. Hold on.
Thank you so much for
Well-
the spooky lights.
She's a monster.
Thanks. Hey, Blaine.
What are y'all? Are you not coming over here?
Until that fucking buzzer goes off, I guess we could play Spelunky. Or do you want to talk about what happened when we told that story where we were?
Oh yeah, that fucking sucked.
So we were out in Moab,
Red
Utah,
light.
which is like the middle of fucking nowhere. And we were staying in a camper in like a like industrial park. It was super sketch. And then something awful happened. You talk, because I need water.
Well, so whenever you originally told the story, because he mentions in the story that the voice sounds like a YouTube cat. So when you told that story, you were like, like it was like all tone deaf and weird and shit. And we were like really getting into it by the fireplace. And as this was happening, we heard a crack behind us. We all three spun around. There was a guy we've never seen in our lives, like just carrying a bunch of wood. And he was like, "Hey guys, you need some wood?" And we're like, "Ah!"
You shut the fuck up. You go like like you'd been sitting down, like we were like having chili dogs and shit. You go, hey, like you were a secret fucking service.
Well, I was trying to protect my friend.
You did such a good job, Blaine. You didn't trust that motherfucker at all.
Yeah.
Turns out he was just like a really lonely redneck.
You had to do some shit.
He ended up being a nice
Yeah.
guy. What was his name? Brian?
I think it was Brad.
That's what we needed to get the energy back up. Those poor Spelunky people are just trapped in a cave. Oh no!
So
Oh shit! What the fuck?
That's Spicy Boys.
I was so not okay.
Pongo.
So not okay.
Pongo, get him. Get him.
Get him!
Get him.
No!
Get him, girl!
No! No! It was me all along! Guess who's getting slapped in the stomach? Oh, fucking
Yes! Spin that wheel!
I just need water so bad. Oh, there's Pongo hair in it. Oh, I hate that so much.
Spin the bottle.
Okay, let's do it.
It was on Spicy Boys. It wasn't on the Slappy.
Spin the
Slappy
bottle.
game. So what's Spicy Boys?
It's time to spin the bottle.
Oh, there's Spicy Boys?
Yeah, it's on
Spicy
Yo,
Boys
Ben, you got
first.
those ghost peppers?
Spicy Boys first, and then spin the bottle.
I got water.
No,
Who wants to do? You know what?
Spicy
Fuck
Boys.
it. I'll do it.
It did.
Give me it. I need to feel again.
I live life too.
It's too
Wait,
spooky,
is it
everybody.
really spicy things?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a ghost pepper. Unless
Is
anyone else
everybody
really
scared?
wants to eat a ghost pepper.
No, I don't want
Why?
to.
I've done it
Miles,
before.
do it.
Yeah, right. You don't do well with Pisces things.
Pisces?
It's
Pisces.
too
It's too
Pisces. It's too Pisces.
It's too Pisces.
God, I keep catching myself in the monitor, and it's certainly
It's too
a look.
Pisces.
It's upsetting.
Wait.
Oh, Haremy, I'm so cold without you.
On.
He was so young. He'll be back.
Take that spicy
with a
shot. Take that
vengeance.
spicy shot.
Do we have the ghost pepper? If not, we can always do the habanero. Oh, there it is. I'm not gonna catch that.
Where
That's
is
a
it?
joke if you think I can catch. So like, how big of a bite you think?
Let me help you.
Okay.
It's not that bad. I've had a fresh one.
Bye, Ponga.
I had a fresh one too,
Hasta
and the shit was so awful.
luego,
I took a shower immediately
señor.
afterwards.
Espero que tienes
Oh,
una buena
I think it's cute that you thought I was
vida.
gonna do more than one, Ben. That's fucking adorable.
Hola que
Well, maybe you're gonna
tienes
be real
una
All right, I don't need that
buena
toxic
vida.
masculinity in here. Masculinity's a prison.
Tres, dos, uno, comer.
Off of it.
Oh, this was immediately a mistake.
Baby. Did it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea.
I need that bread. I need the bread. I need the saltines.
You guys, my bad.
This is fine. I learned before not to drink water because it's just gonna spread that poison around. Give me that shit.
How do I get it out of my mouth?
Oh, Mrs. Baird.
You didn't do anything.
You alright?
There's all kinds of seeds.
This is fine. Hey, who wants to play spin the bottle?
Go on your lip. Be careful.
Are you gonna be able to? Are you
No,
physically
that would be
capable?
awful.
Why would anybody do this?
All she did was lick this. No, all she did was lick the stem.
That's in my eye.
Oh no.
No.
It's like someone is burning off.
Oh God, why the fuck did I volunteer to do that?
I don't know. I told you I
This
would
is
do it.
Spicy Boys, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you're just stupid.
Oh, what?
Well, never again.
What part of this makes it look like I'm making good decisions tonight?
Not any single
I
part
think
of it.
Are you okay?
I'm so great. That's not great.
When are we gonna play spin the bottle?
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
The Gatorade
What happened to our bottle? Is that our bottle now? What's the front of it?
We had a bottle in
Hold on.
Wait, this is our goddamn bottle. It's a
Use this one.
goddamn. Oh,
Why
what?
just made a hole in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Miles, do you want some chocolate milk?
Yeah, I want some chocolate
It's
milk. Holy
between the
shit.
5 of us.
Kyle, open the milk for me. Open the milk for me, Kyle.
Okay. Here it goes.
Okay, it's Eleanor.
Oh. Oh.
And then I guess the system is you gotta Eleanor and Patrick. Oh, I don't know about all this.
That got really weird. Like, exceptionally weird.
I'm not gonna eat that spot. Oh, I'm
Hey, we can bring the bubbling cauldron back.
Why? Oh, she wanted the bread, so she wanted the bread to be a buffer between the pepper.
Holy smokes.
And it sure didn't work.
What just happened?
She shoved bread in her mouth so it would be a buffer against his pepper mouth, and it did
you eat
not
the
work.
pep?
He did.
Have the milk. Have the milk. Have the milk. I need another milk.
We got lots of milk here.
Look over here.
Terrible.
Oh, I want to die.
Yeah, have some nog.
Oh.
I mean, it's milky.
Coffee's pretty good. Why would anyone
Thank
do
you.
that? That's like, it's like someone just injecting my face.
It's
Hey guys, remember that we're doing this for a good cause.
it's for the kids.
It's for the kids. We're trying to raise $1 million, and we can't do it without you. Oh my fuck! Thank you.
Terrible. It's like a pound of terrible.
No, it's worse. If you were me, it's worse.
Yeah, you're worse, but this is bad.
I want to die. What time is it?
Why?
Oh
Yeah,
God, we
we
have
have
half
some
an
time.
hour more.
You still have half an hour more.
I can't hear it.
That's so much more time to raise money.
Until
Ha!
Should do more.
have you not contributed money yet? You should probably do that.
Should work together.
We would all like that.
Did you miss the whole story, Cole? You just weren't here.
What happened?
Oh man, it was real
Cole-
spooky.
Wait, what's the guy from
No.
Until Dawn?
No.
Until the down. Rami Malek?
Rami Malek. Cole Gatlian is the Rami Malek of the Too Spooky
He
stream.
sure is.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh my fucking God.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys like cover this for like 5 minutes.
So wait, how many more spins do we have?
Are there no more chips?
I've got 2 microphones now.
I want to eat one of those chips.
How many more spins do we have?
I think
I think
thought
we're
we
out
got
of
our
spins,
we
which
did our
is
spins.
infuriating, and I feel like we need more spins.
Ladies
It's
and
okay.
gentlemen at home,
They wouldn't dare make us spin again.
Well, no, they're too scared. They're scared. They're too scared to spin
It's
again.
scared and silly.
They'll
it's too
never
spooky to
spin.
make us spin again.
It's too spooky
Yeah,
to
they're
make us spin
too
again.
scared. I'll do it.
Yeah, chip
Ellie,
burn.
you are crazy.
No, I'm not gonna do it. You fucking kidding me? I kissed Patrick and I'm on fire. But
Who's doing that?
our beautiful photographer Wes.
Wes.
You
can
do this.
You were good.
It's not that
you had
bad.
a good life. You had a good life. You just started.
They're just all babies.
Wes.
Oh, wait, no, who's doing that?
Wes.
Oh, thank God.
Wes is gonna
Hey,
do this.
you look good. Oh, baby, you look good. Hey, let's talk about that.
I like to think that Wes is so close to the sky it protects his mouth.
Okay. We have a spin? Wait, another spin?
He seems to be doing just fine. Yeah.
You'll do fine for like
What's like survey says?
30 seconds.
It's getting there.
Is it warm?
Can we get some milk? Can we get some milk and bread?
proud of you being a big brave dog.
He's very brave and strong.
Let's pre-prepare
We
it.
got some chocolate milk right here and
Yeah.
some bread.
Hey,
You want some nog?
No, I'm good for now.
You want a milk?
Not yet.
Ben,
Do you want
the angel that he is, came up to me and he said, "What can I do to help?"
Babies.
And I told him to create a time machine so I could go back in time and stop myself from doing that. Yeah, what's up?
I've been there.
No, great.
You're gonna
But you know
start
what?
sweating.
I do it all
It's
again
gonna
with
be
kids.
sweat from your face,
No?
sweat
Is it
from your
alcohol?
eyes.
Yes.
It's not
I
tears.
know.
It's not
No.
tears. It's
I
not
know.
tears.
I heard it was tears.
Wes is going. He's just starting on a journey right
Did
now.
anybody laugh while I was gone?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody was laughing all the time.
Who? You didn't laugh. Hey, okay, I can trust you. Who all laughed? Point to who laughed.
It's more for him. This is gonna be for him.
Is this for him?
Doesn't touch his face with that.
Oh, yeah.
Anya?
Don't go bait after this.
Did Cuban laugh?
You're gonna have a bad time.
I won't tell Cuban to fuck off.
Go sit down.
Cuban's a good dog.
You guys need to donate because look at what Miles has done. He's actually
what you made
for
me
the
do.
for the first
What you made me
Hey, that was earlier. Shut the fuck up.
for the first
You
time
just
I think
hit
maybe
my knee.
ever Miles is speechless.
All right, is there beer in
Look,
there?
are you about to see this?
Where's
Look,
the beer?
listen, look,
I
what?
stepped in
Watch
beer, apparently. There's
Probably.
shit
Wait, is there
all over the
booze?
ground right here.
You
Watch
got
out, there's
nothing.
shit here.
this. He
We
got
haven't cleaned it up
nothing.
yet because we're animals.
We/you rendered Miles speechless.
Wake the fuck up. We have too spooky.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You're so right.
Oh, you fucking shit.
Wake
Yeah,
the
he
fuck
didn't like
up.
that.
Oh,
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, let's do it. Kyle, do it.
Spin that wheel. All right, can we get a towel? Somebody took a leak.
You're a towel.
I'm not a towel, I'm a boy.
Oh, it's a Giles.
Spin again, spin again. Giles, we spin again. Wes, how are you doing?
Oh, Dad, just shave me, Dad.
Wait, hold on.
I'm crying. Just fuck me
that's
up,
just
fam.
sweat
Shave
on your
my
eyes.
face.
Yeah.
Where's Max? I know
does
he's
that
horny for that
mean?
shaving.
Podcast milk.
What is podcast milk?
That's a new one.
Did not write that.
What does that mean?
Why is everyone saying
Who
no?
wrote podcast milk?
Did you write podcast milk?
Who wrote podcast?
I didn't write podcast milk.
The milk is coming from inside the house. Ah! But like for real, who the fuck wrote podcast milk
Wait,
and what does
what?
it mean?
I don't know.
Explain
who
it.
wrote podcast
I remember
milk,
on the
but I was just
podcast
handed
they got
something.
Horizon milk because it
What's
supposedly
in it?
doesn't
I want you to
expire.
read
And it's
it.
been sitting there for almost a year to be drank on extra.
It says
Shit.
Jack.
Extra Life 2017 Best Buy.
Are we drinking Horizon milk?
No.
Yeah, it looks like that.
December 21st,
Podcast milk?
2017.
Right here. What is it?
I mean, it's November, I think.
I don't know.
I guess we have to drink this milk.
And who's we?
Yeah, who's got a strong
it's still-
constitution?
It's still sealed.
Are you gonna do it, Cole? Will you take a swig of
Oh,
that?
you got this.
Take a
Cool,
swig of that
cool,
milk.
Cool.
I'll drink it.
Cool. Yeah. It's only like 2 months out of date. It's cheese. Just think about like goat cheese.
I'll smell it first, and then I'll drink
Don't.
it.
I recommend that you do not smell it first.
Then I'll throw up.
Yeah,
on
no, you're gonna clean. You're gonna
you,
shave me clean.
I'll throw
Kyle.
up on all of you. I don't
At some
care.
point.
Bib or something.
Oh yeah, I want that.
Are you gonna be a smooth boy?
Hey, can we get
I think I
that
should.
They said this never expires. It
No,
expires.
can we get that
No,
Blaine
no one
Gibson
said that.
bin?
No one said that.
Jack, spin.
Spooky wheel. Where are my shitty sunglasses? I'm gonna hide in my. Hold
And
this.
it
Is that a wolf on the night?
All right, we need a couple of things.
Yeah.
Son of Cheese Master,
Something's getting
Ellie, come
slapped.
slap the shit out of Miles.
Why me? I've sacrificed my body for so much.
You slapped her.
Oh, yeah, you did slap her.
Are you ready?
Ready
Real-
as I'll ever be. Oh God, that was so good. You did such a good job.
How's a fucking taste of your own medicine?
Why are you like this?
I've been back there. I've been on the other side.
You've been bad.
I've been bad. Hey, let's be
We gotta
bad.
get a bin.
Let's be bad.
We need to
Look
get a
it
bin.
up, everyone. Let's be bad.
What is this for?
Miles' hair?
Gross.
We gotta get a bin for Cole to drink that milk.
Yeah, drink.
Update. My glasses were in the leg of my pants.
Am I a fucking cat? Am I like lapping it up?
No, but you're probably gonna
Yeah,
vomit.
say, Cole,
So
can you
let's
drink
get
it
a
out of
vomit
a
bin.
tropical
Can we get a
animal?
vomit
I'll
bin?
take a sip if it's
I don't think so.
super expired.
I like my idea better.
I care about my health.
Do you?
Nah,
What about the kids, though?
kids are cool.
You gotta do it for the kids.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
That's pretty rare. It smells like fish. Okay, do I have to swallow?
I never signed up
Yeah,
for
you
it.
gotta swallow.
I don't want to swallow.
Everyone,
I don't want to smell it.
Winner swallow.
Wait, guys. We're spinning the wheel.
What's wrong with that?
Spin that wheel. Miles, you tell me if I.
Spin that wheel again.
You fucking sadists. You goddamn monsters.
Son of a cheese
Either you
master.
love kids or you hate me. Either which way, thank you.
You're both
Mine.
witches.
Not both.
Are you ready?
You gotta drink that milk.
Well, we have a verdict. We still have a verdict.
There's another
We still
son
have
of a cheese master.
we still have a verdict to decide. Miles, smell this and see if I have to. Do I have to swallow?
Yes, you just swallow.
I'm not. I honestly not.
Who's not cheese
Well, then
mastered
don't.
yet?
Who would do it?
I'll do it.
You'll drink that?
No, I'll do the slap.
But you've already been slapped.
Yeah, but I'm the only one fucking volunteering.
Oh shit.
I'll do it.
Hold up.
I haven't been slapped yet.
Oh shit, he's drinking it.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It's pretty fucking gross. Take a drink. Take a drink. No, hey.
No. I put so much shit in my body. I've been bruised. I've been shot at. Fucking give it to me.
Yeah.
That's not great. Don't drink that.
I swallowed
Please.
it. Miles, I swallowed it.
Congratulations.
You didn't swallow it though.
Closer.
Miles, you didn't.
I'm not.
Take a sip.
I'm just not. Cole, look at me. I'm not. I'm not. I'm too far gone. Yes.
We're spinning the wheel.
Great.
Miles, here's the thing. I've heard from a reliable source, if you don't,
You can do it.
if you don't drink a sip, you hate kids.
I don't fuck kids. I can't. Just fuck it. I can't. Oh, Ellie's doing it.
Wait.
Oh.
We weren't. She wasn't on camera when you did that.
Oh, that's fucked up, Jack.
I'm saying.
Can we dispose of this in the proper receptacle?
I'm ready.
Mount Doom. Oh.
I'm gonna set this. Hey,
Muy caliente.
Miles, we landed on Scary Story. Do we?
No, fuck that. I'm not doing that again.
Reroll.
I'm gonna set this milk. Miles.
Sure.
I'm gonna set this milk here.
Sure. We have Twister. We could add Twister to it.
Podcast milk again.
What is it?
Crackers.
Crackers.
Anybody want to do crackers?
Miles, you haven't done crackers yet.
God, that podcast milk sucks.
Yeah, I'll do crackers. Fuck it.
Oh, Miles gonna do a crackers. Yeah, you got a little
We
bit of
should get
podcast
Twister.
milk
Can we
right
get a
here in your
Twister
face.
ready? I feel like that'd be fun.
A Twister.
Gosh, I'm just going back and forth and having
Wes,
a great
how you
time
doing?
wanting to be dead.
Wes, you making it through?
I keep seeing my reflection. And by
Thank you.
reflection, I mean face on the TV. I just
It
look like I
was
should be
over there
bowling.
by,
Blaine's got it.
It's 7 in a minute.
Wait, have we
60 seconds
have we
on the
beat the
clock.
spins again?
Yes.
Where did you Twister? But
You
beat
can't
the
beat us. You can't beat us.
Why is... Hey, Miles, quick question. Why is your microphone covered in, like, spit?
Oh, because I interviewed Gus the dog earlier.
Oh, gross.
All right, what are we doing?
Do the cracks.
For anyone just joining us at 3 a.m., what is the cracks?
I'm gonna put 7 crackers in my mouth and I'm gonna try and eat them in under a minute and then say, my name is Miles and I just ate 7 crackers.
That's pretty intense.
I can do it.
There's Twister.
It's gonna be so dry.
All right, tell me when.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Hey, keep the damn crackers in your mouth.
Yeah.
And here you see a Miles Luna in the wild. And Miles Luna is currently eating an inordinate amount of dry biscuits. He's really trying to keep that down right now. So
Oh, Blaine.
if you can,
Is this on?
see here, if you
Is
can
this
really
on?
zoom in here.
Blaine, what are you doing?
This is a wild Miles Luna. He's really trying to keep those
Spooky
biscuits
Twister,
in
what's
his
this?
goddamn mouth.
He did.
It's
the
tough for
spooky
him.
spinner.
It's a dry experience because he's not really gaining much moisture right now.
where's the
There's
thing you put
eggnog
in
on
it?
the scene, but he's not going to take that because he's not a fucking
Gus!
pussy.
No, that's Cuban.
So as he chews on
Gus.
those dry ass crackers, you can
Hey,
just
idiot,
see the
you got 20
pain.
seconds.
Yeah.
You can see the
He's
pain
sure
and
losing a lot of
discomfort.
crackers
He
there, Ellie.
is, Chelsea. He is sure losing a lot of crackers and he's losing a lot of time.
Probably say you ate like 6 crackers because you just lost like a complete one.
Yeah,
he's-
he's just like
I
lost
mean,
so many crackers.
He's
It's
just
really
a man.
embarrassing
He's
for
just
you.
a man doing his best.
3,
but
2, 1.
unfortunately,
My name is
I didn't go.
If I wanted a cracker, Mike, I would have asked for one.
just fell out of my mouth.
You get the spit, Mike.
That's fair.
This is
Are we doing this?
Oh, God.
What has
I've
happened?
never spit on my
What has happened?
We got 15 minutes and we're gonna twist her.
All right. I think we should get some audience in here. Who wants to play Twister?
Yo,
we got 3 people right there. Come on up.
Saw some hands.
Spindly.
Because I need
Play
to
Twister.
sit.
Anyone
You
who
can
wants to play
tie him
Twister,
up.
play
I just want
Twister.
to point out
You
how
at
well lit
home,
that dog is
come
over
on
there by
down.
the games.
You can play Twister. You can play Twister. Ow!
That was
Amazing,
right in
dude.
his
You guys
dick.
crushed it.
Yeah, right.
Twisted my dick.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Who asked for that?
No one.
No, it was good. It was good.
Nobody.
Except Blaine ruined it.
No way, no how.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Hey,
Thank you.
that milk was really gross.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
That milk
are you
was very
starting?
bad.
Why are you
Can we get some
Why
like
are you
sexy
starting?
music for this, please?
Yes.
Hey, Patrick.
Patrick, get the fuck up.
Right foot red.
Are we all starting?
I think we're all on it.
I want to be the announcer.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, are we all, like, are you really starting? Or are you fucking with Patrick?
No, Patrick, right foot red.
Yeah, but everyone does everything. I'm pretty
Everyone
sure.
does everything?
Don't.
All right.
Yeah, everyone does
Wow.
everything.
I don't want nobody to get hurt.
Well, Cole. I like how this is sexy.
That's sexy music.
Yeah.
You guys nailed
Whoever
it.
thinks this is sexy music, I'm so sorry for your significant other.
You guys nailed it. Let's do it. Let's spin it, Cole.
Put this mic down.
We're gonna spin that wheel. That Michigan rag.
All right, and that is a right foot
What did
red.
I say?
Just like you said.
10 points to Patrick.
He said it.
10 points to Patrick.
We can share.
Red circles.
We can share spots.
I think so, yes.
And that's gonna be a
lot of
left foot
people.
blue.
Woo!
A pan blue.
Yeah, thank-
Is this how Twister normally
Need
goes?
your neighbor.
Say
You're
hi to your
all
neighbor.
knee down.
Ellie is
knee
still
down
holding
to
the
the
mic. I give her
Neighbor,
props
that's
for
what it says
that.
on there.
Hey, Cole, your butt looks great in that Pikachu onesie. All right, well, that
All
wasn't
right,
exactly
yep.
an invitation to do that, but here we
Ruined.
are.
And that's a right hand red.
Hand red.
There's not enough reds. There you go. Look at that thing.
All right, let's find it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What fucked up house rules is this?
That's a right hand red.
Pick a different red. Pick a different red.
Oh, God.
We're all connected now.
Yeah.
That's a left hand green.
Oh, it's better.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, I like this.
Fucking good.
That's a left foot.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
It's a left foot yellow.
Cool.
That's a left foot yellow.
Oh God. Oh, that ghost pepper just hit my stomach.
Hey, down.
I have so many asses in my head.
Hey,
I have so many
y'all
asses
stay
in my
there.
head.
I'm gonna go spin the wheel. I'll be right back.
allowed to leave if you need to.
Wait, you want to help me spin the wheel?
Waiting patiently.
Go, spin it towards me. 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel!
There we go. They're doing fine over there. They're just gonna hang out there.
This is hard, you guys.
Hey, get up! Your butt's on the ground.
Look, I'm doing my best.
What does that say?
I'm doing
Belly
my
shot.
Belly shot.
Oh God.
I volunteer as tribute.
Who's belly?
Mine. I get out of this.
I think you're trapped.
Can I get out?
You're not moving for a while.
Left foot blue.
Right foot blue.
Oh my God.
All right, hey, y'all stay there.
Oh my God, you're so generous. You're so generous.
Hey, Blaine, I'm gonna stand right here and you can spin the wheel.
I volunteer as tribute.
Oh God.
I'll do it. Help me.
Son of Cheese Master.
Cheese Master, who hasn't been slapped yet?
I don't know.
Somebody help me.
I don't know anything anymore. I'm dead.
Help me.
I'm dead inside. I'm gonna die
out?
shortly.
Okay.
Do it,
Hey,
Cole.
stay in place.
This is so mean.
Oh!
Oh.
That again was not on camera.
Oh God.
You guys really got to look at the screen before you do that. There you go. Oh, that's 2 marks.
Oh, and hey, right hand.
Oh God. I can. Okay. Yeah. The ghost peppers hit my stomach. I'm gonna
We
be.
can really use another wheel spin right now.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be fine. I'm just gonna be standing just off camera.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Ellie is out.
Spoopy.
Oh my God.
Ellie, here's your pop filter.
Thank you. That is too much.
Hey, pay attention, pay attention.
That's a lot of claustrophobia.
Left hand green.
Who's there? That was very claustrophobic, that moment. But also, I felt there's
Left hand yellow.
a belly shot that needs to happen.
Left hand yellow.
Left hand yellow. Just looked at the bottom of your shoes.
These are my slippers.
Right hand green. Left hand yellow. I'm scared of left hand green. Left foot
Nothing
yellow.
good.
Oh, no.
Left foot, right hand yellow.
Ugh.
Right hand blue. Right hand
Yeah.
green.
Welcome.
Left hand yellow. Right hand green. How many do we have left? Are we done?
I've been
the lights just going nuts now.
There's nothing
All right,
to belly. You
right
want a
foot
belly shot?
yellow.
Yeah.
All right, we got a belly shot taker.
Right foot
Oh
red.
yeah, belly shot.
Shot over here.
Left hand yellow.
All right.
This is
Make
not a
sure
microphone.
again. Make
Left
sure
foot
it's
yellow.
on camera.
Here it is.
Left foot yellow.
Here it is.
Left hand blue. Right foot or left foot red.
All right, wait for the camera.
Left foot green.
There.
I will.
yeah.
I've been birthed. I've been birthed by
There we
Twister,
go.
and I'm ready for this.
Left foot blue. Right foot red.
That's how that goes. That's how that goes.
Game that
Patrick,
ties
stop.
you up
This is
Move your
my
hand, Patrick.
thing.
for sure. Left hand.
Yay!
Good job.
And we are clear again of spins of the Wheel of Vengeance at this moment.
I don't think I have
Right
any more
foot
left.
red.
We got 10 minutes left for
I doubt it.
hashtag Too Spooky. Before we move on, we got to break. Take one break and then head on into the 4 o'clock
Left foot
hour.
red.
Sure are.
Gonna get gay.
Left foot green.
I was about to get real gay. For the kids.
Oh, left hand green.
You guys are.
Right foot blue.
Yeah. I need my phone.
What looks good next? What looks good next?
Oh, that's it. That's game. We got a winner.
And it's me. I won.
You won.
I won.
And Cole won. I knew you could do it.
Good job, Cole.
Thank you for the cheer over there.
So you guys, you've got 10 minutes. Do you feel like we're all caught up on spins? That's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do it.
Because they don't have the
We don't
guts.
We feel like we're not caught up on spins.
We're not cut up on spins?
We just feel like you guys, they need to give us more. They need to give us more.
I mean,
I'm ready to
I really
do.
thought they were going to give us more spins, but they're kind of letting me down.
I know. I'm ready to do Pisces things, and they're not like letting me by not doing any more spins.
What haven't we done up there?
Why is this wet? Oh no, it's a shot.
There's a lot we haven't done because
That's
we
true.
haven't got enough spins. We had more spins. We could have done more.
No podcast milk. We did X-ray and Vav. We did lightsaber. I can't see what's down at the bottom.
New Pisces boys.
We haven't done pommel horse.
We got pommel
We need more
horse.
Pisces boys. I haven't gotten to eat anything Pisces.
I'm not doing the pommel horse,
Here's what
but
happens.
that's
If you
fine.
donate before 4 a.m., Cole's going to do the pommel
He
horse.
sure is.
Yeah,
And
that's
Cole's
right.
gonna do that pommel horse. And
In
he
the
sure
Pikachu
is.
onesie.
And that's what a friend does for the kids.
They ruin my life.
Just
Who
mount
did?
that pommel horse.
The people. The people.
The people. The people. They're the people.
How much?
Just another donation. We need
One
Any
or
other
1,337.
No, it's gotta be a good
I think no,
donation.
it's gotta be like it's gotta be the lights and the sounds and the lights and the
No,
sounds.
because otherwise the scrubs back home are gonna just like
No,
donate
it's the
$1
lights.
or-
It's the lights and the
No,
sounds.
$1 actually does. $1 is actually a good
We got
donation.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
It's the lights and the sounds.
So you ride the horse.
Just go sit on the horse and see what happens.
You got
I'm not
this.
gonna do that.
You got this.
But
It's the spooky pommel horse.
It's spoopy.
Take a break.
I don't like that. I don't
Cole,
like
For
get
the
on that
kids.
pommel horse.
What?
For the kids, get on that pommel horse.
I'm doing these and I can't even do them.
Yeah, you sure can't, cause your whole butt's up.
Get it.
Is that full?
Kind of.
I have to get my butt down?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a plank. Yeah, you can. That's not that. That's not what it is.
That's a pyramid.
That's a
Ah, it's just a pyramid.
Okay, so like,
All
You
right.
gotta do it topless too.
No, she does not.
Is that what we're not doing topless?
That's a one.
I thought we were doing topless.
You want to get
for the
that
kids.
nose to the pavement.
Topless for the
Yep.
kids.
Yeah.
Kind of.
and up from here.
And up from there.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Got next on that.
You don't want.
We have 7 minutes.
I don't know.
know.
Like,
It's like a
I know
feat
when I
of
get drunk, I get
strength
a lot of
thing.
energy, and I want to go running. That's always my thing. I always want to go running.
That's for the children.
Yeah, I think so.
I usually just want to like sit.
Yeah.
Cole, is there anything that would make you get
Yeah.
back on that
different, though, I guess.
proverbial
Yeah.
horse?
It's every time I just get lots of energy.
If we get,
That's weird. Isn't alcohol like?
I gotta be careful because I really don't want to get on there.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
right.
what it is, but I suddenly want
Would
to
you
run
say that?
everywhere
Would you say that
when I
you
get drunk.
cherish your genitals?
What?
Would you say that you cherish your genitals?
No.
Well, then why don't you just give a fuck? Just say you're the goddamn horse.
They're just there
No,
with
I
you.
just don't. I just don't respect our audience.
Oh, I see. So it's like it's a
okay.
lack of respect.
fair.
I don't think they can
They
donate.
can't do it.
I don't think we can get 5
do it.
more spins.
I don't think we can get 5 more spins in 6 minutes.
Or just one.
One,
One-
two,
one's the
two,
pommel horse.
2 more.
One spin. I want to.
Hey, Miles is back.
Come on, 1337.
Miles lives.
Miles looks a lot like Daniel Stern from Home Alone right now. And again, we missed the
2 more.
camera.
Hey, I'll say this, Jack. 2 more
Sir.
spins, and Miles and I both do it.
All right.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
We're
I like
Well,
that
we
a lot.
got we have
get
6
nuts
more
smacked
minutes.
in.
That'll be good.
I tried to do some dress ups.
She sure did. She sure tried.
I'm living on borrowed time.
Something happened off camera.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
One
Oh.
of our 2D animators, Jordan Battle, or better known as the guy that used
Everybody.
to stare into the camera and on the spot.
Joel, sit
He
right here.
also had a ghost pepper, just not on camera. And he and I just bonded over the experience of vomiting up a ghost pepper.
Nice.
And let me tell you,
That's the pommel horse.
Run away from the pommel horse.
That's the pommel horse.
Run away.
It burns just as much coming up as it does going down.
That's Mr.
Wait till it comes
Mr.
out.
Cole.
And that's Cole.
It's gonna come out other places too.
Cole.
No, we
Did
have
you
2 more.
hear that if we get one more spin, you and Cole have to do the
one
pommel
just
horse
happens to
do it.
get one more.
Oh, very much so. Oh, very much so, Luna. We've already got one. You
Yeah,
should.
yeah. Well, make sure it's on
for the camera,
camera.
wait for the
For the
camera.
love
We've already
of
got
Christ.
one. If we get one
don't have to
more
do it
in 5
again.
minutes, look, Cole's
Wait
doing
for the
it.
camera.
Go, go.
No. I didn't hit.
Oh.
Again.
Yeah, because you're sitting wrong. You
Lean into it. Get your legs down.
Yeah, put your that's not how
Knees
you
go
sit
under
on
and
it.
go.
You need to make little calls one day.
Oh, we need more than ever.
Yeah, yeah.
This world needs more.
That hit my butt. That hit my butt.
That doesn't count.
That's a lot of power.
Will you show him how to sit on that?
yeah, but I'm not demonstrating.
Right.
Are you sure?
It happened.
No,
Oh
just go.
my God,
Wait,
that's
okay.
horrifying.
Yeah.
Hold on, put it down.
Have to
Put it down.
straddle
That's
it.
it.
That's
Get deep in there.
That's the Bothias.
Miles, Miles, look at me.
Miles.
All right.
I recommend you get a good hold on.
That's the pommel horse.
Wait, make sure we're on camera. There we go.
Like the other way. There you go.
My medicine's gonna get you a baby.
Ow! Ow! Fucking ow!
Just pretend.
There's a third one.
That's another one.
God damn it, Cole.
Cole.
One job.
It didn't hit.
It didn't hit, he said.
Did you break
Is it like, is the Pikachu onesie?
I want to skimp out on the children.
It might be the onesie.
Is the Pikachu onesie like pulling all your stuff up too high? It's pulling all your stuff up too high.
Push your junk down.
You have
Push
clothes
your
on
junk
underneath that, right?
There you go.
Push your junk down.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta do
I don't want
it.
to do that.
I mean, you just took off your shirt. That has nothing to do with what
Deal. You got it.
I know, but you were off
got
screen.
it.
That's what happened when you're
Who
off
else is the all the way
screen. It's just you and Cole.
Wait. I hit it.
Cole, how bad is it?
You need reaction.
Cole.
You can't spin the wheel.
We got 2 wheel spins, and Miles is gonna be on the pommel horse.
I hate you. I hate you all.
All right, well, let's get Miles on there.
You know what?
Miles.
Fuck it. It's the only thing I haven't done tonight. Fuck
You
it.
got
There
this.
you
You
go.
got
Fuck
this.
it. Hold on. It's that moment you just don't want to get up.
Yeah, Cole, you have to get up. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, baby.
I have 2 mics now. I have too much power.
Cole. Poor Cole.
Double fisting the mics.
He's such an angel.
Cole, how bad is it?
It sucks. You know what? You don't want me to answer.
You do not want me to answer.
Miles, you have
Look
to.
at his little hands.
Spooky. It's spooky. Shut up. No laughing.
Miles, you might have to take your arms out of the sleeves because if you're wearing the onesie correctly, then it's gonna pull it taut.
Yeah, you don't want to get your dick up there. You want it down in the shit.
Sorry.
You want it to hang loose.
Miles, I want you to be honest.
I know. I know, baby.
Be honest. Be honest.
I'm really
buddy.
sorry that I made this.
It's fine, man.
Chad.
Can I see what happens?
No, you don't. I can recommend that you not do that.
Why did you say that?
You! Why would you? Why would you? You didn't stop and ask if you should. You just said can I, and you did. But you never asked if you should, Chad.
I had to do it.
I had to do it.
Miles.
You're dead to me.
Miles, it comes in waves.
Come on, Cole!
Miles, sit down. You gotta sit down, buddy.
Take a seat.
Cole is laying on the
Yes,
ground with his
sit down.
hand between his legs.
I know. That's the
Oh
best
man,
part.
just think about how long it's gonna take you to be able
Okay,
to
it's
masturbate
fine.
again.
It's okay, guys. It's
It won't
okay.
be that long.
I don't want to shimmy back a little bit.
Hours.
Back? Yep, and then
Need
leave
some
for a
ice,
little bit.
buddy?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's gonna hurt so bad.
Blaine is fucking ruthless.
And that hit him first try. First try.
No.
Miles, describe
Yeah.
what you're feeling.
Miles.
I think Cole's laying there by himself.
Miles.
Oh, I just like to take this moment to thank.
Focused on Miles.
Oh my God! It really just covered waves.
Miles.
I just like to take. I would just like to take this moment. What?
We have 2 more wheel spins.
To take and burn in hell. No.
It's for the kids.
Oh my God! I'm never gonna have kids
Two
now.
wheel spins.
2 wheel spins.
Just
It's
do
4
it, just
a.m.
fucking
It's
do it.
4 a.m. We'll wrap it up with this. We're gonna take a little break after 2 more wheel
Miles,
spins.
Cole, you guys are almost free.
All right.
We did it.
Here we go. Spinning the wheel.
We were saying that we couldn't do it.
Why are you stroking me?
And Vav, and he got one more.
Let's hit our dicks together.
Oh my
I
fucking
want to have
God!
the 2 men with
Wait,
broken
no, hold
genitals.
on, wait!
Yeah.
Slam them together.
Wait!
Why are we waiting?
Cole and I are gonna X-ray and Vav.
gonna take
X-ray
Vav
and Vav. Oh,
That counts.
Oh, yeah, that counts.
All right.
All right, second spin.
One more wheel spin.
Let's go.
Spin. Right.
Because it's funny. Spin that wheel. Spin it, my dad. Spin it good.
Is that Blaine?
Oh, baby!
That's you.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'll take it.
No, literally, if I do it, I've already thrown up today. I'm not doing it. Blaine, no, I want Blaine to do it.
Wait, yeah.
You can also get your revenge on Chad.
No.
Hey.
I said I want Blaine to do it.
He left. The old Blaine isn't here right now.
Let's do a
Because he's
triple.
dead.
That's a triple.
Someone set up.
Spooky.
Ellie volunteers.
We need a clean cup.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Miles.
What?
Yeah, they were pretty gross.
You need.
Nice
Can we
pack?
get a sippy
No,
cup?
you need Ellie to drink a
Or
triple
little shot
shot.
glass.
Ellie, don't. You're too young.
Issa, triple.
Oh God.
2 triples for the price of 1.
We need cups for a triple.
2 triples for the price of 2. 2 triples for the price of 2. 2 triples for the price of 2.
You guys are fucking monsters. Y'all are the scariest part of Too Spooky. I don't know any of you anymore.
No, I think the scariest part of Too Spooky is that Fu Manchu you got going on right there.
You can go fuck yourself, KT. Oh, my balls hurt so bad.
I just feel like Chad's response.
Blaine, you find any cups back there?
Oh, don't touch me.
I need like just another minute. I just need nothing. Just need just another minute.
You have to get up.
Let's watch. They're gonna do a thing. They're doing a thing, and I'm so proud.
Y'all gonna drink triples?
Yeah, we're gonna do it together, the 2 of us.
All right, well, you could just take swigs out of the actual jugs if you want to do that. That'll be easier than having to.
No one asked for it.
Issa, I always thought
How do you feel?
So bad.
you would do great things.
Don't touch me. Don't you do it.
Fucking
Oh,
guys
God.
for you. You can't find fucking cups.
We really haven't got another spin?
No, that's it. That's it. We're going to break. It's 4 a.m. It is past 4 a.m. and
You're safe.
Oh my God, we did it. Oh, thank you, God, Jesus in heaven.
They're all dirty. We've gone through them all.
All right. Yep. 3 swigs.
One more slap of the balls.
Die in a fire forever.
All right, here we go.
You said you'd hang out from 4 to
Ellie's
6
wandering
too.
about looking for cups.
You did say that.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Triple.
Here we go.
Gentler stream plan. 1.
Okay.
2.
Oh, that's plenty.
All right.
You ready?
Here we go. Let's count them off.
Swig and I'll swig from this, and then you swig and I'll swig.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. That's 1. 1, 2, 2, 3.
You can do it,
And
Issa.
3. Oh,
Yeah!
baby, a triple!
You survived Too Spooky.
All right. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Too Spooky is now officially over. 2017 Too Spooky is over.
Can I get a camera?
We've all survived.
Can I get a
except
camera?
Miles and Coles' balls.
Can I get a camera?
Those are gone.
This is your fault. This is all your fault.
You did.
And you know what? I love you for it.
No.
And the kids do too.
Thank you.
I'm going to die.
You did this to us, and we thank you.
And you know what? I'm okay with it at this point.
If it's for the kids.
For the kids!
For the kids!
And thank you, broadcast.
Thank you, broadcast.
Thank you very, very much, everyone. We're going to take a little break, but please, if you can, we got 4 hours left of our stream. Please go to donate.roosterteeth.com. It'll take you to our donation page. Please go and make some donations. We are very close to $700,000. And I want to point out, someone pointed out right now, we are currently past the total we had last year when we finished the stream. On the stream portion.
We did it!
So we're adding on to it. We got 4 more hours to tack on top of that. So please make your donations now. Donate.roosterteeth.com. Go to raffle.roosterteeth.com for raffle information. Buy a poster, buy a shirt, buy some pins. We're gonna take a short break, clean up a little bit, and be back for some Let's Get.
I love
see you in a bit.
you.
You're the best.
Oh my God. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Extra Life 2017. I am Jack.
And I'm Katie, and we're here at Dell Children's Hospital in Austin, Texas, taking a look at where the money we raise through Extra Life is going.
Absolutely. We're going to check out some cool stuff you guys have donated towards, and we have some other cool things. We have the brand new Rooster Teeth Healing Garden as well, as we're trying to get that $1 million goal this weekend. So thank you for tuning in. If you've seen this video already, please relax, take a break. But if you haven't, please watch this. We have some cool stuff for you. So without further ado, let's get inside.